And a nice, comfortable seated position, cross-legged if that works, but feel free to have your legs out long and wide. Sitting bones rooted down to the ground. And just close the eyes. Sitting lovely and tall, let's start to feel the breath coming in and out of the body. I'm just going to arrive onto the mat. Feel that slightly cooler air coming in and the warmer air going out. And as you start to feel the breath coming in and out of the body, you might notice the noise going on around you from outside or inside. And just notice each sound, but we're not going off, we're not thinking about it, we're not allowing our mind to wander. We're just noticing each sound and then coming back to the breath. Maybe even just saying, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. And as the breath slows down, let's start to soften the face, the jaw. See if we can soften the space between the eyes. And let the chin just fall down towards the chest. We're still keeping a lovely long spine. We're just stretching that a little bit at the back of the neck. Very gently start to roll the chin from side to side. Just nice and gently in a little semicircle. Just easing out any neck tension, particularly when we've been sat at a desk. And then let the chin come back to the centre. Gently lift it up. Roll the shoulders. Let's just take a few up and down. Nice steady movements. Warming the shoulders up. And we're going to take the fingertips to the floor. Sitting lovely and tall, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to bend the elbows, bring the shoulders down, relax, lovely. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, take it all the way down. Lovely. Inhale up. As you exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Let's keep it moving. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, bending the elbows. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it all the way down. See if you can follow your breath. Just for a few rounds. As we bend the elbows, we're lifting the heart. Stretching those arms all the way down. One more, all the way through. Pushing that heart forward. Lovely. And then bringing the fingertips down. Lovely. Again, just take a couple of rolls. And then we're going to move over to the hands and knees. So just getting the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Going to come into our cat-cow tilt. So starting with a nice flat back, gazing in between the hands. We're going to inhale, lift the head and the chest, point the bottom. Exhale, round the back, let the head be heavy. Inhale, lift it through. Lovely. Exhale, round. Push the spine to the sky. Inhale, lift it up. Shoulder blades coming together. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round it. Just take a few of these in your own time. Moving with the breath. Lovely. And bringing it back to centre. You're going to take the toes together. Take the knees out lovely and wide. And then we're going to lower the bottom to the heels and lower the body to the floor. Forehead can come to the ground or hands underneath the head. And with those knees lovely and wide, we're just stretching into the hips a little bit, allowing the body to be long and relaxed on the floor. As you inhale, feel the space in the back expand. As you exhale, feel yourself heavy on the floor. Fabulous. Bring yourself back up. On an inhale, bring the knees back in, come back to your tabletop position. Just take a little swing of the hips from side to side. Lovely. Then we're going to take the hands over to the left and step the right knee forward. So the foot's coming under the knee into our lunge position. So hands are both on the left side of that right foot. Gently lift the chest, looking forward. Melting the hips forward and down. Wonderful. Nice long breaths. Fabulous. When you're ready, we're going to lift the body up. Bring either the hands to the heart or take the hands up high. So whichever feels better on your shoulders today. If the arms come up, let's relax the shoulders. Into our crescent moon position, spreading that front foot into the floor to keep us balanced. Steady breathing. Fabulous. Exhaling, bringing the hands down. Again, they're on the left side of that right foot. You're going to tuck the toes under, lift that back leg. And then we're going to start to walk the hands all the way around. Turn the toes so you're facing the long edge of the mat. And let yourself have a nice wide forward fold. So let the body go heavy. Give the head a little nod. And then gently lifting the body. You're going to keep walking the hands over towards that left foot. Turn the feet so they're facing towards the short edge. Bend that left knee and relax the right leg down on the floor. So you've come to your lunge on the opposite side. Hands are on the right side of the left foot. And gently lifting the chest, melting the hips forwards. Steady breath, soft face. And then inhaling, lifting the body up. So again, coming with arms up to the sky, or hands can come to the heart. Nice, steady breath. Gaze is soft. Lovely. Bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Again, they're on the right side of that left foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the leg, and start to walk the hands around again to the middle. Turn the toes to face the long edge, and then let yourself have that wide leg forward fold. Just giving the body a hang, head a little nod. And then gently lifting up. Take the hands all the way over to that right foot, turning the toes, lowering that back knee, bending that front one. And then let's step it back into your tabletop. Let's take a few circles with the hips. In one way, then the other. Lovely. Bringing it back to centre. Then we're going to tuck the toes under. Lift the bottom, come up into your downward facing dog. And have a little pedal out of the legs here. So bending one, bend the other. Taking your time. Remember, you can come down, have a little rest, come back up. Entirely up to you and your body. And then see if you can settle into stillness. So sending the bottom high, heels coming towards the floor, heart pushing to the thigh. Nice long breath. Fabulous. Let's bring the knees down to the floor into your tabletop position, and we're going to start to walk the hands towards the knees. Then lift yourself up and start to come into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Straightening the legs, but there's a little bend in the knees just so we've not locked them out. Swish the head, maybe bringing the hands to the elbows and rocking very gently from side to side. We're lengthening the back, particularly when we've sat down quite a lot. It's great to get some space in the spine. Release the hands towards the ground. Put a deeper bend in the knees, and then we're going to inhale, roll it up nice and slowly. As you get to the top, move it out, have a wiggle. And do grab a drink if you want one or if you have one, just because it is quite warm. And then you're going to turn to the long edge of your mat and have the feet as wide as you feel confident. Toes pointing to the long edge. And there's that little bend in the knees just so you don't feel like the joints are locked out. We're going to sweep the hands behind us and then interlace the fingers. Gently pull down and away. Again, not locking out the elbows. Standing lovely and tall, breathing into that chest and the belly. Take a lovely deep inhale. As you exhale, start to fold it forward. You can be halfway, you can come all the way down. Keep sending those hands away from the body. And we're opening up the chest as well as stretching into the backs of the legs, so everything's having a good open. We're going to bend the knees, inhale, lift it up, using the tummy muscles, pelvic floor, and release. Oh, have a roll, little shake out. Then come back to centre, legs still out nice and wide. We're going to turn the right toes to the short edge of the mat, bend that knee. Our body is open to the long edge because we're coming into our warrior two position. So arms come up to shoulder height. Body is facing the long edge of the mat. But then our gaze goes over that front hand. Nice long breaths here. Feel the power in the legs, the strength. Lovely. We're going to bend that right arm, take it down to the right leg. And then wrap this left hand around the body. Take the hand to the lower back or the hip into a side angle position. Keeping the body lovely and open. Steady breath. You might find that that bottom hand could actually come to the floor. If we're starting to face the floor though, roll that top shoulder back, make sure the body's still nice and open. Lovely. Inhale, let's lift up, lift the arms, straighten that front leg. And exhale the arms down. Turn the toes to face the long edge. And let's swap it over. So left toes come to the short edge. Bend that left knee. Inhale, lift the arms to shoulder height. Take the gaze over that left hand. Lovely open front. Body is open. Chest is open. Long breaths in. Full breaths out. Fabulous. Warrior two position. Let's bend that front elbow, take it down to the left leg, and then wrap that right arm around, opening the body. Imagine there's a wall behind you that you could lean on. That's how open we want to be. Pushing into both feet. The legs are strong. The hand might come down to the floor if it did on the other side. Steady breath, soft face. Then let's inhale, lift the body, straighten that leg, straighten the arms, and then bring them down. Toes pointing to the long edge, and then let's heel toe, and take a shake out. Lovely. So the body should feel nice and warm. We're opening the shoulders. So we're going to get into the hips a little bit more. So we're going to take, it's called big toe, hand to big toe posture, but we're not going to go quite that far. So you're going to bring the feet together, take the legs in, we're going to squeeze the thighs, squeeze the tummy, lift the pelvic floor, get a lovely balance going, and then you're going to lift the right knee up and take the hands to the shin. Give it a little hug in. And then we're going to build this posture up as much or as little as you want to. So from here, you could let the left hand fall away and then take that right knee out to the side. Now do feel free to pop the hand on a wall if you needed a little extra help. Opening the hips and using the strength of the body to stay stable. Perfect. Bring the knee back in. Give it a little hug. And take it down. Or just walk it out a little. And bring it back to centre. Again, squeeze the legs, little action in the glutes going on as well. We're going to bring the left knee up, squeeze it in. Really spread the right foot. And then right hand can come down. And we take the knee out. Might be more wobbly on one side than the other. Steady breaths, release the jaw. And bring the knee back in, give it a little hug. And take it down. Feel free to do those salsa hips, work it in. And then we're going to take that back onto the other side. And I'm going to give you an option to have a play with it. So back to our strong mountain posture. Lift that pelvic floor, belly button coming up and in. Let's take the right knee up. Get our balance. And then take that right knee out. Now from here, the extra to work the balance and the strength would be to take the hand to the foot. And then the option after that is to start to lengthen into the leg. It's entirely up to you and your body. It's a great balance to play with at home as well because it's working everything. Wherever you are, taking 2 or 3 breaths. And then bringing it all back in and releasing. Have a little walk out. Let's take that onto the other side. Finding that lovely tall mountain posture. And then bring that left knee up. Hug it in. Get your balance. Then let's take it out. Lovely long breaths where we settle. Feel the wobble. And then you might take the hand to the foot. One side might work a little more cooperatively than the other. Always the way. And you can extend the leg. 2 or 3 breaths here. Focusing on that balance, on the strength. And then bring it all in. And work it out. Give the salsa hips a go. The balances are brilliant to do, especially in the middle of the working day. Maybe not in the middle of the office though, because you might get some funny looks. But they clear the mind. They centre the body. Lovely. So we're going to come down to our mat. So I want you to just take a lovely wide stance. Point the toes away from each other. Take a lovely deep inhale, bring the hands together at the heart. And then as you exhale, you're going to start to bend the knees into a squat position. So you can bring the hands to the floor. You might take the hands together, elbows into the knees. It might be all sorts of different postures, however you feel. And then seeing if you can go as low as you can go. Lift the head, lift the chest. And then let's just take the hands behind us and gently lower to the ground. Shake those legs out. And then come long on the mat so you've got plenty of space for the legs to extend. Give them a little rub, a little shake. Fabulous. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take the right knee up. And then you're going to let the knee fall out so that the foot comes to the side. Knees relax. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to fold it forward. Lovely. So hands will come to wherever the hands want to come to. And I want you to focus on the inhales lengthening the back and the exhales folding you. And it's that lovely space between effort and release. If you push too hard, the body fights back. But if you breathe into it, allow the body to melt towards the floor. Maybe even closing the eyes. And letting the head go heavy if it hasn't already. Feeling that lovely slow breath. Fabulous. On an inhale, let's roll all the way up. Shoulders back and down. And then let's swap over those legs. So taking the left foot up, letting that knee fall to the side. Sole of the foot gently kissing the inside of that thigh. Inhale, lovely long back, lifting out of the hips. Exhale, fold it forward. And again, we're using the inhale to lengthen out of the hips. And that exhale to let the body go. Few more breaths here. Fabulous. Inhaling, let's roll all the way up. And take that leg out long. Give the legs a lovely little shake. And then you're going to slide yourself forward on the mat so that the knees are bent. You've got plenty of space behind you, and then let's just lower all the way down to the floor. Nice long back. Gently pull the shoulder blades together at the heart. So your heart's lifting up, shoulder blades together at the back, arms are released. Now walk the feet a little closer to the bottom, the knees are pointing upwards. And just take some lovely long breaths here. Lovely. Then we're going to bring the knees up towards the belly. Take the hands to the shins or maybe the thighs. Give yourself a little hug in. Little rock from side to side. Even just taking the knees round in circles. One way. And then the other. Massage that lower back into the floor. Fabulous. Bring it to centre. You're going to take both hands to the right knee and then let the left leg just stretch out long and relax onto the floor. Very gently going to rock into that right knee, just side to side. Just so that we're moving into the hip joint. We're getting it really nice and lubricated. Just to help from all the sitting that we're doing. Allowing it to move. Lovely. Gently pull the tummy muscles towards the back so that we can inhale. And as we do, we're going to swap over the knees so that the left knee comes up, right leg goes out long. And as you exhale, squeeze that knee in. And again, rocking gently from side to side. Feeling that hip joint. Noticing if you feel a little more resistance in one side than the other. Fabulous. We're going to take an inhale as we do, swapping over the knees. Exhale, squeeze that knee in towards you. Inhale, we're going to swap over again. As you exhale, squeeze the knee in. Inhale, swap it over. Lovely. So each inhale, we're going to start swapping the knees. Each exhale, you're squeezing it in. Swapping over in your own time. And if you wanted to add a little extra workout into this, the extended leg might just hover off the ground. It doesn't have to go all the way down. We're active in the Muller Bandha though, so we're keeping tummy muscles lifted, pelvic floor is active. Just 2 more on both sides. Following the breath. When you've taken your 2, bringing both knees up and just giving yourself that well-deserved rock, circles, whatever feels good. Bring the feet to the floor and take the arms out wide. They might be above the head if you've sort of got limited space. Feet on the floor, you're going to take a lovely deep inhale and let the exhale relax the knees towards the right hand side. So coming into a nice reclined twist. Take a few breaths there. You could gaze in the opposite direction to the knees. A lovely full twist. Starting to close the eyes. And on your next inhale, bring the knees up to centre, and exhale, let them go to the left. And again, you can gaze over to the right. Let the knees just fall towards the floor. Breathing steadily in through the nose, out through the nose. Lovely. On an inhale, bring the knees back to centre. And then exhale, just take the legs out long. Relax the arms for a moment and just come into a little Shavasana position, a little relaxation. Allow the arms to be heavy. Allow the head to be heavy on the ground. Feel the weight of the legs touching the floor. And take some lovely long deep inhales through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. And then just relax the breath. Take a moment to find a breath that serves you for the rest of the day. Take the arms above the head, take a lovely big stretch with the body. Toes pointed, fingertips pointed. Take a yawn, take a movement. Lovely big stretch on the floor. And then wiggle the wrists, the ankles, the fingers and the toes. Move the arms. And then roll over onto one side. When you're ready, take a moment there and then push yourself up gently to your seated position. Taking your time. Get that lovely long spine. Take the hands to the heart when you're ready. Nod the head down for a moment and just thank yourself for taking some time in the middle of the day. And thank your body for moving and breathing, doing all of the amazing things it's doing. Namaste.